Welcome to another week of the show. Coming up in this week's episode, which is like 17, we talk about Arch Manning.
Whoa, whoa,
He
whoa,
finally
whoa, whoa. This is episode
what?
18.
18 semantics.
Whoa,
Talk about
I've
Arch Manning.
enjoyed 18 wonderful episodes with you, and for you to just dismiss it,
I lost
I'm
count.
I'm hurt.
Actually, it's 17 because that one show got canceled. That show never happened.
Oh, okay. Technicality.
But yeah, Arch Manning. He finally picks a school. What school is it? We're gonna talk about it. Booker T, he gets heat over criticizing one of the AEW superstars. And Triple H, seemingly back in charge at NXT. That and something else coming up, and you're gonna have to stay and listen. Another episode of the show starts now. See? I didn't
What
say so
a
much more.
I
I caught
appreciate that.
myself.
That wasn't awkward at all.
Hey, I caught myself because I was gonna say so much more.
Yeah.
I mean, it is more.
Yeah.
This is
There's
what you
more.
gotta say in the industry. So much more.
I
You don't
just
just say one more thing.
I appreciate you taking the effort to switch it up just a little bit. See, now next time you can say so much more, and then the next time you can just just switch it.
Say three more things. Specifically, the number.
By the way, this show is sponsored by Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade.
No, it's not. We're not
It's
sponsored. But that's what you're drinking. I'm drinking high quality H2O.
oh
I didn't get it. You know, I had I liked that punch so much last week. I tried to find it again, but it wasn't at the store I was at, so I couldn't get it.
oh the down home punch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
really liked it.
I'm surprised they sell that in Texas
Why?
because you know it's a little it's a girl drink.
Oh, well, these days that's semantics.
Yeah. So
And I'm still on a search. I'm still on a search for Bud Light hard soda.
is that even a thing? That sounds
It is a thing.
disgusting.
It's soda. I like soda. It's hard soda.
It
And
still
I don't
sounds
like that sulfur
disgusting.
shit. But you know, I almost got a white claw so I can get white girl wasted. White, what is it? Hot girl summer, whatever, or is it hot boy summer? I don't know.
uh,
Hot something summer.
hot girl. I don't know. I choose not to participate.
I don't know. It's one of those, but you drink it white claw when you do it.
I know what White Claw is. Bud Light
I don't know.
Seltzer Hard Soda. That just sounds like soda mixed with beer. It sounds gross.
No,
You've had
no,
this before?
no. I haven't even been able to find it
Well, so how do you know it's not soda mixed with beer?
because that'd just be gross.
You know, did I
That's
ever
why.
tell you? I had a friend that his dad worked at the Anheuser Busch factory, and he brought home some energy drinks that were, Budweiser energy drinks, How beer and energy drinks, because alcohol is a depressant, depressant and stimulant. But anyway,
Anyway,
took one, took one sip of that, and it was like juice mixed with fucking beer. It was nasty. I bet that's what it is. I bet you're getting fucking Faygo and Bud Light.
I mean, but Bud Light's not a soda company. They don't make sodas. I mean, if it was Coca-Cola, then I could see what you're saying. But this is Bud Light. They make so much more. But
But you're
yeah,
saying it's a hard soda, right?
yeah,
So what do you think that is? Do you think that's a cola and that has alcohol in it, correct?
correct.
What is it? Do you know Anheuser-Busch to have like a good whiskey selection?
I don't know. Maybe
They don't.
you don't know. They
Yes, I
might.
do.
What if they try to get into the hard the hard liquor
It's it's beer and
niche?
Faygo. That, that's what it is.
Well, time will tell.
Mark my words.
Hopefully, I find it. And if it's mixed good, then I don't care what it is. I don't know. They got like different drinks that taste good.
Yeah, beer.
From not beer. No one likes beer. No one likes beer. I said it.
It's pretty good, especially if you're done mowing the grass on a hot summer's day,
Not beer.
and you listen to some of that. And I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. You sip on your beer as a single tear drips down your cheek.
America.
America.
In the tank top, American flag
No, no,
tank
no,
top.
no. I don't. I'm not at the tank top stage.
What?
American flag, moo moo.
No, a tank top. Gotta wear a tank top.
I'm self conscious.
Well, I wear a tank top. It's almost 4th of July, too. Tank
Yeah.
tops season. Sun's out, guns out. That's what they say.
Yeah. You have guns.
No.
Okay.
But I have been going back to the gym, so I can have guns soon.
Oh yeah. What's your routine?
I don't really have a routine yet. It's
So
more so just get in there and lift.
okay. No cardio,
No,
bro. You gotta do cardio.
not cardio.
That's like 99% of it.
I hate cardio. I hate doing treadmill. I hate doing the elliptical, looking like a freaking gazelle.
Yeah.
I hate the bike, squishing my nuts.
Have you tried the row machine?
I have. And it just feels ridiculous because it makes so much noise.
Yeah. Well, didn't you see the Sheamus's little workout YouTube channel? Sheamus the wrestler, WWE.
Yes.
Shout out to Sheamus. And he,
Celtic Warrior workouts. Let's get to this.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. He worked out with John Cena, and the row machine was like a big part of like the warm up. And he would go super fast, and then he'd say, "Okay, now we're gonna rest." And then his idea of resting was instead of going super fast on the row machine, he goes super slow. So you weren't really getting a rest. It was
So it's
intense.
like a high intensity thing.
Yeah.
Interval.
Well, it's John Cena too, so
Yeah, I missed that episode, but I don't know. The row machine, there is no rest with it really, because you get that once you get the bar in your hand, you can't really put it down,
right.
and then if you stop moving, then the little timer stops. It's like stop pressuring me.
I just thought it was pretty intense, the fact that you're constantly cardioing.
I
I don't
have
know.
like cardio days. Well, the S is kind of hard there. I have a cardio day where I'll just do cardio that one day. And it's just like, an hour straight on whatever I'm doing.
What do you just walk on the treadmill and text in your jeans?
No. I mean, like one time I did and I got this back from the UFC where you go you're on the treadmill and you go 30 seconds at 5.0 and then after 30 seconds you go to 5.5 and then every 30 seconds you just increase the speed until you get to a point where you're going as fast as you can, and then after 30 seconds you go back down. It's like a ladder.
Wow. I did that. I would do that, but with in 5-minute intervals. 30 seconds.
That can't last that long.
I could. Man, I used to run for an hour.
I can't even run for. I'd be lucky to run 20 seconds right now.
I would lift weights and then I would run for an hour.
You ever seen one of those people who are sitting in the freaking oxygen mask or whatever, looking like Bane?
No. The weirdest thing I ever saw was somebody was doing dips and they had one of those little stupid vests on. Come on.
No. I've seen someone with a chain, like a big ass chain.
I've seen that. Yeah. I think the gym had that though. So
I was like, you need that much attention on yourself?
Right.
You gotta be doing that at the gym. Speaking of gym, did you happen to see the clip of the chick? It kind of went viral, but there's this chick in a gym, and she's taking her shirt off, and
I like it so far.
There's two gentlemen in the gym. There's the trainer, and then there's the guy he's training.
Okay.
So, in the clip, you can see the guy who he's training is looking hardcore at this chick. And then the trainer, he's trying to see what the guy's looking at, so he glances over for maybe a second. And then the chick is like, "Do you need help? Or you need something?" And basically calls him out for looking at her. Calls the trainer out, not the guy that was looking. But the trainer. It didn't go well for her. She posted this on TikTok. It got it went viral.
That's funny.
Yeah, she posted it. It went viral. But the comments were mostly shitting on her for
of course.
One. Because her caption was like, "It's a good thing my dad raised someone who stands up for themselves," and everybody's like, first of all, he didn't. In the video, she has a caption that says "damn, oh damn," and he didn't say that at all. And she said, "Oh, I was just adding that for effect." And yeah, so she got shit on for it because.
So she tried to hype it up.
Yeah.
She tried to throw gasoline on a fire. It wasn't even the right fire. So I bet the guy that actually did the looking, he just put his head down like, huh, I got away with one. Uh-oh. Man. This seems to be a recurring theme, folks. I believe Tyson dropped off. Let's see if we can get him.
He was creeping.
Oh, there we go.
He was creeping on her.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
So did the guy get shit on at all? The one that was actually looking?
Well, of course, some of it was like, "Oh, what a creeper! Why do people do this?"
Okay,
at the gym?
right. Okay.
But most of the comments was like, the guy was just glancing.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah. And oh no, you're an attractive woman doing stuff at the gym, and someone looks at you. I guess what you're doing there worked.
I will say, like, when I go to the gym, that's the one place I really don't look for some reason.
Well, it's etiquette. You can't
No,
turn
it's
your
not even
head.
that.
Like,
It's like I'm not showered. I'm sweaty as fuck. Like I sweat walking to the gym door. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like you just want to get in, be in your zone, go
Yeah.
do what you need to do, and get out.
I would imagine. I would imagine the ladies are like that too. Like their crotches aren't washed. They just put shit on. Dog may have puked on it. They just found that out, like in the parking lot.
Uh, no, that's not the lady experience.
Oh,
I've gone to I've gone to the gym with a couple ladies. I don't know, freaking, they freaking almost take a shower beforehand.
oh well,
It's like
those are the ladies that you
putting
hang out with.
putting makeup on. And like, what are you doing? We're at a gym.
Right.
Why do you have makeup on? Making sure the outfit matches. This is what I mean. Look, you got like companies like Lululemon and all those Fapleticas and shit all cater to like the outfit matching and all that fashionable. That's why women that aren't even going to the gym wear that just out and about.
I mean, I don't know what to say about the gym fashion. I will say the Under Armour shirts are nice, but you only worry about those once you start getting like a physique. You don't start off with the good fashion.
Yeah, I mean, if I could, I would do it, no doubt. Like, just wear like I don't know. Mine would be probably the Rock's line.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the Iron Paradise or whatever he has.
Even though he's corny as fuck now, but yeah,
Well, you
I
know,
would
he's
definitely.
mainstream.
I like the Brahma Bull logo. It's really the Longhorn.
Yeah, I'd make my own workout line
Yeah.
if people wear it. Put it over as being cool. Yeah, right.
What would your logo be?
I
You
don't
can't.
know.
You can't use a
Haven't thought
bull.
that far ahead.
Oh.
Haven't thought that far ahead yet, but if it ever came up, then I'd do that.
Mine would be a left testicle.
Your logo?
Yeah.
Oh, that that'd get over.
The silhouette of a left testicle.
Then you gotta worry about how big it is and stuff.
No, it's just gonna hang.
Because no one wants a small testicle if they're
It
rocking it.
depends.
Like you're trying to tell people that you got a big one, so you don't want small stuff
Oh, I don't care about that.
to get laughed at.
Like I would have like an old man or something with really saggy ones, model.
So this isn't to appeal to people.
Well, I think there's nothing more appealing than a left testicle. I
And what about the right one? Can it get some love?
no, only the left. We're not we're not freaks over here.
And you gotta put like Little peach fuzz, or maybe not, because some people don't have peach
Oh no
fuzz.
no no! It'll definitely be. It'll look like a fucking Hydra or a Medusa head. It'll look like an
What is that?
upside down Medusa head.
Or look like Bob Ross's hair.
Oh shit!
He's
That's gotta
still
be
doing
the.
his thing, by the way.
What do you mean?
Bob Ross, he's still, well, he's not still doing it, but his little brand is still alive and well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's like Twitch channels who just stream his shows,
Oh, like reruns and
which,
shit. He's
yeah, I don't
syndicated.
know. I don't know how exactly that works out and how they don't get shut down, but there they are.
Well, he was on PBS.
No, I'm saying the people who are streaming it on Twitch,
Yeah, but
because it ain't him.
he aired on public broadcasting. That's free television.
But it's not your television.
I don't know.
Like you're
I would think.
basically you have no creative bone in your body, and you gotta get rich off someone else's name.
Yes.
Speaking
Yes.
of which, let's talk about our first story.
Oh yeah, we do have stories.
Arch Manning, as we said, he has picked a team to which he will be playing college football, probably for a short time before he is the number one overall pick in the NFL. And that team is not Alabama, it's not Georgia, it is the
Ohio
University of
State.
Texas.
Oh.
No, he chose the right team.
Did he?
Well, yeah, because he wants to build his brand and take it to another level, which Texas is the right school for that
How so?
because it's Texas.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
what is
10,
it?
15 years ago, that meant something.
It still means something.
Not as much as you think.
That's why beating Texas is still a big deal.
Not anymore.
It is.
Like, didn't Iowa State beat Texas?
Yeah, and it was a big deal. They stormed the field.
Mm-mm. Ain't no
They
big
stormed
deal.
the field like they won the freaking national championship. Still to this
Like
day,
I said,
they drug the goalposts.
Texas hasn't been important since Colt McCoy dislocated his shoulder.
No, they're always
Facts.
important.
And the only time you hear about them is when they go, "We're back," after going like 8-9 and winning the fucking VCR Bowl. We're back.
See, they have to be back. I mean, it's
And how
like
many times-
USC. College football needs Texas to be good.
I ain't gonna argue with you there. I like Texas. I want Texas to be good as well. But don't sit here and fucking tell me that they're like I don't know. They're not even close to the level of an Alabama or a Georgia right now. And they're
In name value, yes, they are.
You think so?
Yes.
Maybe
name-
Georgia.
Just like UFC, they're in name value. They're
Mm,
one of those schools. Michigan, Ohio State.
yeah,
It's just like
maybe. But I would say I would contend that Michigan and Ohio State have been more relevant than Texas, though. I don't think you realize how bad Texas has been.
oh, I know how bad they are. Unfortunately, I watch
They're
every
nothing.
game.
They're right on the level of Miami. in
See, that's
USC.
another team.
Yeah, but they're
That's another
nothing.
team that's like always being watched.
But they're nothing.
If you want to talk about the ratings, I bet you Texas pulls in bigger ratings than the schools that have better records than them. A lot of them. Not, I wouldn't say all of them. Probably Bama pulls in the best ratings. But yeah, Texas is probably up there per game. They are also probably Arch Manning put this in his contract. Um,
Wait, is it
they're going to be
contract?
joining. I don't know.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it's probably not a like a physical contract that he signed. I'm just saying like a verbal.
I gotcha. Yeah,
If
yeah.
I come here, so apparently they're going to be joining the SEC next year,
Uh huh.
just in time for him to get there. So he's going to be playing Alabama. He's going to be playing.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Texas couldn't fucking win the Big 12. They're gonna get slaughtered in the SEC. I don't care how good Arch Manning is. Like Texas has a whole lot of issues other than fucking quarterback. They've had good quarterbacks.
they've had good quarterbacks, but they haven't had Arch Manning. This guy is going to be like what they're saying is like he is the most athletic, the most accurate, the strongest arm. He's got it all. Like there's not a
Hmm.
hole in his game. Like if you were to combine Peyton Manning with Michael Vick, that would be Arch Manning. That's what they're saying.
Didn't they say that about not the Peyton Manning and Michael Vick part, but the didn't they say that about Jameis Winston? Not a hole in his game. He can make every pass.
They did,
And
but
he
I
really.
mean, you can
Well, I
always
guess
tell
in
he wasn't
college,
as accurate.
we're talking about college. I don't know. He was fucking accurate as shit in college.
I mean, there's not been, and we kind of touched on this last week. There's not been like a guy with this much hype around him since like um, Jimmy Clausen, who very much underdelivered.
Well,
But
what about Andrew Luck? Well, yeah, we're talking
no,
about
I
recruiting.
mean to going to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
NFL,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking
Yeah, yeah. I'm. Yeah.
ESPN putting him on TV as a seventh grader. Like they found this guy and they just leached onto him. Of course, it helps that he has the name of Manning. Now
I bet that's
he is the son of
Cooper.
the the Manning that didn't pan out in the NFL
He was a wide
or didn't even
receiver
make
and
it.
he got hurt. He got like a career-ending injury, so he had to retire. So he may have been good. I don't know. He's a Manning, so he was probably good.
But a receiver Manning. I'm
Yeah.
talking about a receiver. Like, but he has that name value there, so that's already putting him. You
I
know,
I'd be willing to bet that's 95% of it. But maybe he's good. We'll see. I just don't see him. I just don't see one player making that big of a difference for for a school that has that many holes. Hopefully, I'm
well,
wrong
that
though.
won't be one of them.
I'm a big fan of Texas. I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, apparently they have some good pieces coming in, so and they have a top. I think they got like a top five recruiting class, of course, as they
Yeah.
always do. Um, yeah, we'll see. This guy's going to be in the talks of Heisman already. He's already in the talks of Heisman. Not even played a snap, and he doesn't even play until next year again. So
He's already in the talks of Heisman.
he's already a Heisman candidate.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like I'm telling you, they're just ready for this one.
They love building it up so they can crash and burn later, huh?
Well, yeah, you gotta keep the machine so that the little sports talk segments can talk about him at nauseum.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know.
if you don't have the star to talk about, then you don't have ratings.
I think if he would have went to Alabama or Georgia, Alabama for sure, he would have been in a better position. But
To win, we're not talking about winning. We're talking about name value.
you don't think you don't think Alabama has better name value? I bet Alabama has more eyes on their product.
No.
I bet an Alabama game gets played, uh, gets more preferential treatment than a Texas game as far as a network right now.
That's just a recency bias.
That's a what?
You think that's just a recency bias because Alabama's winning
No,
constantly. You
Alabama's
think,
been winning for the last like decade.
yeah, that's recency. You think if Alabama had okay, if Alabama had a 7-5 record, or let's say they had a 6-6 record, or
Mhm.
let's say they even had a losing record, you think they're
Sure.
going to be all over TV? No.
Well, are they?
Let's say
Hold on. Is it a 6-5 record every year, or is it just one 6-5 record?
oh, it only takes one.
No, it doesn't. And Texas has a little. They got plot armor because they have the big their little network.
See, they also have that a network to themselves. What other
See,
team has a entire network dedicated to just them?
Alabama.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
It's
SEC
the
network.
SEC network.
It's all
The
about
SEC.
Alabama. Have you ever watched 1 second or the SEC
No.
network? All they do is talk about Alabama. Who the fuck else are they gonna talk about?
A&M.
They ain't gonna talk about A&M. A&M shit. I'll take
Well,
it. I'll
they're
take a
also a
dump
big
on the A&M.
name. They're also big name value, though.
A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Aggies.
yeah. You're right there. They got the historical, but they're still not Alabama. Alabama's the king of the castle right now.
Because of recency bias.
It's not recency. It's been a fucking decade, dude. It ain't recency bias. That and Alabama's a historical college as well. Remember Bear Bryant?
No. That was before my time.
Oh. Well, let me tell you about Bear. He was a hard nosed coach. Used to watch him every Saturday. Cup of hot cocoa.
And you have, like, I don't know. You have, what is their mascot even?
Who?
Alabama. It's like a freaking,
The elephant?
yeah. You
Is it?
can't get, no one can get behind an elephant.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's get behind steak.
Hey, everybody loves steak.
Yeah, they eat steak and cut it up, and then shit it out later. Nobody wants to be steak.
Okay, so according to the rating or TV ratings,
Yeah.
let's go through the top 10 here.
Why you
Well,
gotta
no,
cloud the issue with facts, man?
we'll go through the top
All
15
right.
because we need to go that far to get to text. Anyway, Ohio State number 1,
TV
Alabama number
ratings?
2. Yeah,
Huh.
so these are the most watched teams. Ohio State, Alabama's 2, Michigan's 3, Notre Dame's 4, LSU, Auburn, Georgia, Oklahoma, Clemson, Penn State, Florida, Wisconsin, Texas, Florida State, and Michigan State.
Man, that's gotta sting.
Now, my point with that is they're in the top 15 and
Mm-hmm.
they sucked bad, but they're outdrawing Florida State, Michigan State,
Florida State's
right behind Wisconsin, who has to win to be relevant.
Florida State's down too. Florida State's been down. I think they've been
Yeah,
down longer than Texas.
yeah, it's just like another one of those teams that
And
you
is there
watch.
an ACC network?
I think there is.
And if there is, they probably all talk about Clemson. Clemson's the Alabama of the ACC.
Well, okay, we'll see how that plays out. Because last year Clemson didn't do very well. As a matter of fact, I
No,
think they had a losing record.
I said they're the Alabama of the ACC. I didn't say they were Alabama.
Oh, I'm saying they didn't have a good record. So if they, let's see their record this year, if they have another losing record, we'll see if their name is still relevant.
Yeah, it would be
Because it's
nice
all
to.
about good.
I was gonna say it would be nice to see somebody other than Alabama win a title. I'm tired of seeing
Well,
these same fucking teams.
I know every freaking year it's just Alabama and someone else,
And
and
you,
that, and usually it's like all SEC, and then no one watches it.
do you think Arch Manning is gonna finish his career with Texas?
Yes,
Or which team do you think he's gonna transfer
absolutely.
to?
No, I think he's gonna finish in Texas because I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna last a full career. I think he's gonna. You can't be one and done in college, but he's definitely not gonna stay through his senior year.
No. Even didn't Eli and Peyton do that?
Yes, I don't know about Eli, but I know Peyton for sure. But
I'm pretty sure Eli did too. Eli
what's the
wasn't as good.
difference? This guy, yeah, Eli came out of nowhere,
Yeah. I mean, Eli was a
but
fucking awesome pro quarterback, but college quarterback, he really wasn't that exciting. I didn't think
yeah,
so.
he just got also because he was a Manning. They're like, okay, let's give him a shot.
Right.
Turns out that worked out,
It did.
and that plus mate Peyton, that is why Arch is gonna leave early because he's already. I mean, he's penciled in as the number one pick. I'm pretty sure you can you can make the argument that Cleveland's already tanking for him with what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're already in his sweepstakes.
They'll find a way to fuck it up. Like they'll get a kicker or something.
And there's going to be a lot of teams tanking for Eli or for Arch, not Eli.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it'll be good to see how that plays out. But yeah,
I think it's a good idea to let this motherfucker play a season before you start planning your future around him.
nah, we're way past that.
Jesus Christ. First of all, I
They're already
question
they're already starting to build statues in his likeness.
his decision making abilities.
Well,
Because
now there's rumors that because that you can pay people now or pay college athletes now. So there's the belief is that Texas was willing to pay him the most.
oh, oh, that's
But
oh,
I wouldn't think he's, hard scrap for cash, being a Manning and all.
yeah, but still,
But he needs to make his own money.
God, I fucking hate that.
What? That they get paid?
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Yes,
Especially if that's got a
it needed
factor.
to happen.
They, um, okay.
And don't say, "Oh, they're getting free education," because the NCAA is making millions off of their names, but they can't make anything off of it.
The university is making millions off of all the students. Still paying for their college. Did you ever
And
pay
then,
student loans?
yeah,
Oh, well then there you go.
well,
Imagine if you didn't have to pay student loans ever in your life, and all you had to do was run, pass, and catch. And then on top of that, because you can run, pass, and catch, you have an opportunity for a profession that no other motherfucker has an opportunity to do. And even if you don't make that occupation, there's still little sub occupations that make just as much, or if not more, that you can weasel your way into. And if not at the pro level, there's at the college level. If not at the college level, there's fucking radio. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities just because of your status
your name.
on the team there.
I know. Well, they should be able to get paid if you can get a brand deal as a college kid. I mean, if someone wants to pay you, why not take it?
I mean,
And
I'm not I don't have anything against the players taking the money. I just have I have an issue of players having the option of getting the money because they are getting a free education, and they're not even taking advantage of that. They're using it as a platform to get to the fucking NFL for the most part.
I mean, yeah, they're getting a free education, but what's that for? They're just they get their little journalism degree or whatever the hell it is, and then
Yeah,
it's just a plaque that goes on the wall.
even more reason for them not to get paid. They're there to waste time. And again, they have an opportunity to go to the NFL. How many millions do you get at the NFL?
Well, I mean, if you're like, I don't know, what was that guy's name? Willis McGahee.
Mm-hmm.
He
Oh, he got
was,
his ACL.
yeah, he was on track to make millions, and then he blew out his ACL, pretty much ruined his career.
And
I
he
mean,
still
yeah,
made
he
it
got
to
to,
the Bills, and he played a, quite a few years. I think he did okay.
not exactly where he was going to be.
How many millions do you need? If
More.
you between 5 million and 10, like seriously, at what point do you really does it really matter?
I don't know. You could say that about anybody who's a millionaire. What? Like, I, I don't know any millionaires who get to their first million and is like, well, I'm good. No, they keep going.
No, you should take whatever you get. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying like between whether you made 5 million in your career versus your potential of making 10 million, you still made 5 million. You're still set for life. What, you don't have a gold-plated swimming pool? Fuck you. I don't feel bad for you.
No, but generational wealth, setting your generations up, the next generation. I don't
And
know.
and
I'm just saying,
if you invested that $5 million wisely, you'd have generational wealth.
well, I'm just saying, if you look at people, um, like company, comp CEOs, that's what I'm trying to get there. They don't just stop when they get a million. They still make more millions. Like Elon Musk, he made his million off Tesla. He didn't just shut it down. He's still making more
Hmm.
Tesla cars. He has that um, space company. He bought Twitter. Like he's just making. That's just all bringing him more money. He doesn't need it. He's probably made like $100 million already. He's one of the richest men in the world.
Yeah,
Men.
and if he got paid in college because he went to that college,
Oh, I forgot. This is where we were.
yeah,
I forgot that's what the base of this conversation was. But I guess to bring it home, we'll see how Arch Manning ends up. But he has picked the University of Texas,
yeah.
and all in all, it should be fun to see how it plays out.
If I were to make a prediction, I'd say he'll end up on the transfer portal before it's all said and done.
That's your prediction. My prediction is he plays until he's a junior, and then he goes to the NFL.
Yeah, I think first of all, I don't think Sarkeesian's going to last very long.
I
And
don't
who
know if he
know?
keeps
And I
recruiting
mean,
like this.
if he keeps recruiting like what?
Well, he got the this year he's got the number one overall quarterback. Next year
Okay,
he's got the number one overall quarterback.
okay.
Like he's implementing a pro NFL system. So basically he's
How long has he
creating this
been there?
pipeline. I think this is his second or third year.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not high on Sarkeesian, so. But like I said,
Well,
hopefully
I
I'm
don't
wrong.
know too much about him, so
As long as I'll root for Texas as long as they don't play Ohio State and TCU.
the only thing I knows is he's bringing in top recruits. That's all I know about him.
Which don't mean jack if you can't which don't mean jack if you can't coach him. And I don't think he's a good coach.
Well, maybe not, but he's bringing them in. He's keeping, you know, if you're getting, if you're keeping top five classes, even if your coaching is not good, it says something. Now,
Is he keeping them? Like, what's the
the
transfer rate with Texas?
oh, golly, I don't know.
Oh, you don't have that readily available.
He's getting them NFL ready. And again, this is like his first or second full
NFL
season.
ready.
So
He coach like the Falcons for like a season.
yeah, this is his second season.
No, didn't he coach? You said NFL ready. Didn't he coach the Falcons? And that was only for like a season.
Maybe.
And he was an offensive coordinator.
Maybe. Again, I haven't followed his career.
I I'm pretty sure
He's only relevant to me right now because he's with Texas. If he leaves Texas, he's irrelevant to me again.
because I remember
That sounded cold, but that's the truth. I only care about who's at Texas
I remember
and
he was
while
at
they're at
Washington.
Texas.
I can't remember if he was at Washington before or after USC. And I think that sounds right. I think he was at Washington. Then because didn't Lane Kiffin got the job. Sarkeesian went to Washington. Lane Kiffin got fired. I think Sarkeesian got it. Sarkeesian was an alkie.
He got in trouble. He
Yeah.
went
Or
to
maybe he was an
Alabama.
Alkiat.
Well, I'm sure he didn't start at USC. He just got busted at USC.
Yeah. Quarterbacks. Yeah, he's
And
at
then,
Washington, USC, then Alabama. Then he went to the Atlanta Falcons for a season as an offensive coordinator. Then he went back to Alabama.
and his
And
times at Alabama is what pretty much everybody's high on for him for that.
because he won a national championship.
So
I don't know.
yeah, he's got this pro style offense or pro style team. So he's just like pipelining people to the NFL, and that's what people are people like that. And again, this is his second season coming up, so it, now history says he's got about one more season to do something or he's out. So
Right. I don't know.
Texas doesn't play around with that kind of stuff. You come in here and lose, you're out.
I
You
just
don't
see
get
him at
long to. This isn't Boise. Like you can't you don't get time to build stuff here. You got to come in and win or you're out.
I just see him as the guy that had one of the best college jobs in ever, and he drank his way out of it.
Oh, he did, but that's irrelevant to where he is now.
We'll see.
Because again, you get 3 years. You win or you leave. This isn't a I just need time to build stuff. Like, and if he does leave, there's always that little thing where they're after Nick Saban, so they might get Saban.
Why the
That's been
fuck would
rumored
he?
for.
There's no reason for him to leave.
Um, I don't know. They kind of set the scenario that he's tired. he's tired. He's tired of winning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet.
He's like that former president guy who said, "We're gonna do so much winning, you're gonna get bored with winning."
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, that's what they're that's what they're framing that as. Oh, he's tired of winning in Alabama. He wants to start over and prove he can do it again.
I don't buy that at all.
Like, why would he do that?
Right. He's a
Oh,
god.
this is working. This is working perfectly. Let me tarnish that.
That guy can go to any bar in Tuscaloosa and he doesn't have to carry cash on him. No way. Then he have to do that all over again? What if it doesn't work?
Then his legacy's tarnished.
Exactly. No fucking way. No,
Well,
if he knows that like some shit's about to hit the fan, he might bail. I can see him doing that.
well, I mean that's just Texas has gone through three coaches: Charlie Strong, Tom Herman, now Sarkisian. Well, they haven't gone through him yet, but every year it's like, hey, we need to get Saban. It doesn't matter what he's doing. Texas has got Texas got that. Texas is the kind of person that sees the hot girl with the guy and is like, who cares about him? I'm here now.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, you're married? Fuck that.
Yeah. Dump the zero. Get with the hero.
Yeah, that's Texas. Like, I'm pretty sure they would be bold enough to like walk right up to right up to her while the guy's like holding her hand and just like shimmy their body in between them. Or like they're sitting at the bar and they just push the chair in between them. So it's like, my husband's right there. Yeah, who cares?
Well, fuck him.
That's Texas. Yeah.
Well, like
And
I
then of
said, like
course
10, 15 years ago, that would have made sense. Now, not so much.
it makes sense for them. Maybe delusional, but
No, it is.
there they are.
It's absolutely delusional. It's like Notre Dame. Oh, we're Notre Dame. They've gotten their cock sucked so long that they don't know their place in the world.
Yeah. Why would why would we come here? Because we're Notre Dame. That's why. Like that's your answer.
Why are you in the playoff? Because we're Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Why are we ranked number 5 for no reason? Notre Dame.
Are they still? Did they ever join? Do you know if they joined the ACC or whatever? Or are they still independent?
You know, I don't know. I seem to. I think their basketball team did, and I think like Notre Dame has a contract or something with the ACC, but I don't think they're a part of it.
Oh,
But I could
well,
be wrong.
they should join it, but I guess it doesn't make a difference.
I don't know why they joined the ACC. Well, I guess.
Well, big fish in a small pond. That's why Texas was in the Big 12. Now they're not. Oh, by the way, they bring in Oklahoma with them. So what's
Yeah,
the Big 12
Oklahoma,
going to be?
Kansas.
Well, you might as well just just get rid of the Big 12.
Oh, I bet Van Gundy's stoked.
Why?
Because aren't they like always third? They always have a good team, but then they lose to either Oklahoma or Texas.
Yeah, but I mean, what's going to be left?
But
You,
you got your
you,
Iowa States, you got your Kansases.
you're pretty much going to be the Sun Belt when Texas leaves. Like there was the only two teams. You feel bad for teams like TCU who just recently joined um, Kansas for. I mean, basketball wise, you feel bad for them, but it had to be done.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
I
let's.
think it's a mistake
What's a mistake?
going to the
Going to the Big
SEC.
12 or SEC?
Yeah, I think it's. Look at what. Look at Missouri and A&M. They're not really doing a whole lot.
No, but now you got recruits. You know that helps. It helps recruiting. Helps your TV deals. There's
Does it though?
there's bigger things than winning.
If you're getting hammered every year by Nick Saban and the fucking elephant, does that really help
Yes.
your recruiting?
Yes.
Okay.
Because people. You still have people who want to come in and take down the evil empire or the empire. I don't know if they're evil, but I can be the I can be the guy. I can be Johnny Manziel and live in history.
I don't know. I think I think Ole Miss is is excited because they're not going to be not Ole Miss, Mississippi State. They're excited because they're not going to be at the bottom of the totem pole anymore. I think it'll be a slide.
Be Texas.
Yeah, either Texas or Oklahoma.
No. No, it is a stupid move because seemingly only 2 of those teams in the SEC can make the playoffs. Like, they're not going to put four teams in the playoffs from one conference. So
if it's the SEC, they would.
4?
Yep.
No,
if it's the SEC, they would. Then they wouldn't think twice about it.
Your conference, the Big Ten, has one spot. Well, it's not guaranteed, but kind of penciled in. They have one spot. Clemson has one spot if they go undefeated.
But if it's a situation where there's 4 SEC teams and their only losses are to each other, yeah, they would go to. We'd have a 4 SEC team playoff. They'd eat that shit up. The only losses these teams have are to each other.
I don't even see what the purpose of that would be. Like, why even have the playoff at that point? They just played it out.
Because it's the SEC.
Like, oh, we're gonna go to a playoffs, but they just played each other, so we already know who the best team of these 4 are. Unless you have, like, I don't know, one of those, this team beat this team, but this team beat this team. Like,
no, you might.
They all have one loss, and it's.
That's what I'm saying. They all have one loss, and it's to each other. So yeah, they'd have to be that exact scenario.
Well, even then, you still only need 2 of them.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's say Oklahoma lost to Alabama.
Yeah.
But then they beat Georgia, who lost to. I'm already lost.
Yeah, I think we're in the weeds.
Who beat Texas? But Texas also beat Alabama, or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm lost. Anyway, Next story.
Next story. Oh, what was the next story? Fuck. Oh, yeah. Triple H said he was coming back. Or he is back. NXT. I'm sure some of us are excited about that. Are you back?
Oopsie. Yeah. I hit the wrong button.
I started with Triple H, so if that wasn't the story that you were going to move to, it is now.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button there. So, Triple
Right.
H. There is talks around town that he is back. Because of all the Vince McMahon thing that's going on with the paralegal. Stephanie is in charge in place as the interim CEO. And with that,
so expect the WWE to get a lot more emotional. Am I right? Give me a high five.
With that, I ain't gonna open those can of worms. John Laurinaitis, he's out as the.
He's on a leave of absence.
Relations. Well, he's pretty much out. He's fired. Bruce Pritchard takes over his spot, but
yeah.
All that to be said, Triple H is apparently back in NXT.
Is it NXT?
NXT, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he showed up at the Performance Center. I think it
apparently told
was
everybody he's back.
Wednesday or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, told everybody he's back. Of course, people are rejoicing. Oh, we're gonna get the black and gold back, which
Maybe.
remains to be seen.
If they think Vince isn't still running things, they're delusional.
Well, he is still running things, but they also, I think, to hold face, they kind of had to make some changes to make it look like he's not running things.
Yeah.
Because if it is a different person, so one person to another is not going to come in and run it the exact same way as the previous person.
I don't know. I see
They're
Vince
going to make
being
a change.
kind of like the mafia bosses that run things from prison. I can see Vince doing that.
Yeah, I still think things come across his desk, and he has to okay it. But Stephanie could pull the card, but I am the CEO, so it's my decision.
She's
Like technically,
temporary
she could.
CEO.
Yeah, I'm saying she could pull that card. Oh well, I'm in charge, so
Yeah.
my decision. Um, there was also a report that Stephanie. They reported that she was showing up to meetings that Vince McMahon would normally show up to. It's like, well, that's what the CEO does.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you surprised that the interim CEO is in meetings?
As a CEO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's kind of a nothing thing to report. Yeah.
how would it look if, oh, I'm not the CEO anymore, but I'm still gonna sit in these meetings like I am.
What was interesting is they like recently kind of pushed her out, and now she's the CEO. It's kind of funny how that works.
Yeah, she left for family stuff and then had to come right back.
Uh,
But it's gonna be good for hopefully this does turn around NXT to make it something that's watchable again.
yeah, that was the only
Where they
thing
are right.
in under Vince's regime that was half decent. It was actually at one point in time it was the best wrestling on TV.
Yeah, it was, but now it's just raw light.
I haven't even seen it.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, some people probably like it, but it's raw light. Like you
yeah.
get the same logic that's on Raw, you get on NXT. The same like my biggest thing, and it's just like one of the things I hate about WWE as a whole is how they determine number one contenders for championships. It's just come out and ask, as opposed to old NXT, they would make number one contender matches.
Uh-huh.
And like old NXT, you kind of knew, okay, this person is clearly going to be the next contender because they're on a winning streak, and then they'll win a number one contenders match or something. But
Right.
nowadays, you have someone just come out, then in a nothing feud beforehand, they'll just come out and ask, and then they're granted a title match. And then
Well, is the champion supposed to say no? They look like a bitch.
yes,
No, especially I mean if it's a heel champion, yeah, but if it's a face, no, it's gotta look strong.
that's stupid.
No, it's not. Remember John
Like,
Cena? He would wrestle anybody. He'd have an open
I mean,
challenge.
if I was I don't know, even if I was a babyface champion, it's like, I mean, yeah, I'll wrestle you, but you're gonna need to like win some matches first.
Yeah,
You can't just show up and ask for a match. I mean, I'll wrestle you for not the title if you want to do that, but you're not getting a title match just because you asked nicely.
What if he doesn't ask nicely?
Even worse.
What if he says, "Look, motherfucker, you're giving me a title shot, or I'm gonna go to your house and fuck your wife again"?
Well,
Yeah,
even then, you just now I'm
that,
just gonna
that
fight you. I'm not gonna
yeah.
give you a title shot.
Well, it's gotta be. What do you? This is supposed to be real. So at that
Yeah.
point in time, then it would be a title shot.
So you're defending this whole just come out and ask for a title match from a loser coming out just asking for a title match. They had
I'm
freaking
not.
Dolph
I'm
Ziggler.
not. I'm not defending that. I'm just saying that the champ can't look like a bitch and say and refuse the title. You know, refuse the request. That's my point. Yes, it's stupid that some Joe Blow would just come out and like, hey, it's Tuesday, it's my turn.
Yeah, like
But you do need that. I think you need some of that because I mean you can't just have like a like oh we had a tournament, let's start over. You know what I mean?
I, yeah. I mean, it's different if you come out as the champion. You come out and say, you know, anybody
Oh,
want to step up and challenge for my title? That's different.
yeah.
I can do that. Like they could do that. Like
No,
that's a open challenge for anybody. And then now you don't have to worry about who's next in line or whatever. It's just like, I'm a fighting champion. I want someone to step up.
no. You get some guy on a losing streak, pissed off about losing, like he lost five matches in a row, real quick too. And then he just one day he just interrupts the champion's promo, and he demands a title shot. And the champion, of course, says, "No, you're not on my level." So then the guy slaps the champion. Then you gotta have the match.
I guess.
You gotta.
I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
And
saying do
then
that every
that's
week.
one thing.
If you do that,
That's
I
the
mean, if you did that, and what if it was a like, what if he beats him?
beast. As a matter of fact, now that reminds me. So they had this guy challenge for the the NXT title. Now it was a TV match, right?
Right.
But so it wasn't like a big builded match. But this guy challenges for the title just because he got in an argument with the champion,
Okay.
and since he has debuted, he has not won one match,
And so he's getting a title shot.
and he's in a title match.
Well, there you go.
Like you shouldn't even be in a position to be challenging for the title. I get it. They had an argument, and the champ wants to put him in his place or whatever. But again, no, no, no. You don't get the title match. You're just getting your ass kicked.
Well, even in real life, like in MMA and in boxing, like yeah, you want the best matchup you possibly can, but I mean, every now and then there's going to be a turd. It's not going to be Connor and Khabib every time. Sometimes Connor has to fight the cowboy.
I mean, he wasn't a loser. He didn't lose the match before he gets the title match.
The cowboy guy?
Yeah,
He, I think he lost a couple matches before he fought Connor.
as in a title match.
I don't know about that. No, I'm not sure about that.
That's what we're talking about here. Is title match. But the other thing I don't like about what they do, and this is as WWE as a whole, and they do it in NXT now too.
Well,
The
no,
tag
if
teams.
it's real life, so I mean, if you're fighting, that'd be for the title.
Well, then
So
don't
like
fight.
if you're the heavyweight champion of the world and you fight a scrub as a warm up match for your your big opponent, if you lose to the scrub, you lost to the scrub. You lost the championship.
Well, that shouldn't be happening either.
No, it shouldn't. Well, that's why you pick an opponent that you know you can beat. This is just a tune up match.
Then you're Mayweather,
Exactly.
just picking your picking your
Uh
opponents.
huh. That's common though. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, before they had their match, they'd have like a little scrub match as like a warm up.
Mm. What if they got hurt? Ever think about that?
That's the risk you take. You can get hurt with training.
You can. Apparently, a lot of people is hurting wrestling right now.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
because they're
but
soft.
yeah, the other thing that I don't like is the tag team situation because they
I've
just
never
throw
liked the
tag
tag
teams
team
together.
situation.
I mean, under Triple H, you had like decent tag teams. You had teams that were actually looked at as tag teams, but now WWE, and again, they just challenge for the title. It's just like two random people thrown together just because they need to fill a title match.
Yeah, I do like that they had like proper teams, like you know the lumberjacks.
Yeah, it wasn't just two people thrown together
Hmm.
and then without winning a one single match, you're the number one contenders for the title.
Right.
That's just dumb.
Well, I think most of unless it's the heavyweight title, most of that shit's boring because they don't really seem to put any thought into it beyond that.
Well, right now, crazy as it is, the North American title, the secondary title, is the most booked title. Like,
Is
I think there's like four guys all in the hunt right now.
yeah?
So,
Is that the
now
NXT
you got,
title?
no, the secondary title, their intercontinental title, essentially.
Oh,
And then you got like the, you know, some of the creators, they're talking about, oh, there's too many contenders for the title. No, that's how it should be. You shouldn't just have one contender for, you know, 6 months.
right.
You should have people in line that can all get a title match. And then, oh, guess what? They can also wrestle each other for not for the title, just to wrestle each other to see who deserves the title match more.
See, and then every now and then you throw a scrub in there that thinks he's bigger than his station. And then you gotta slap him down.
Well, that's how you build someone up. But I did say there's a lot of injuries in wrestling right now,
Yeah, I said it's because they're soft.
and which is a great segue into our next thing.
Yeah.
And these stories are kind of combined. So you have the Undertaker, who I'll let you talk about what the Undertaker said.
Uh, he was talking about today's locker room and wrestlers today, and basically they're all pussies now, and they care more about video games and chasing broads and swigging beers. And I guess was his name now Miro.
Miro.
Yeah, he came back with a retort that said, "Well, we don't get into fights and have guns and drugs in our locker rooms." So it's pretty much the gist of it. Undertaker's old school, and Rusev just proved that he's a pussy. So
Or he just proved that there's a new age of athlete.
yeah, the pussy.
I mean, yeah, in the 80s, it was pretty much. They also did steroids in the 80s. So there's
Not
that
all of
too.
them.
Allegedly, though. The Renegade. Ultimate Warrior, you gonna tell me he wasn't juiced?
Well, the Renegade was. I don't think he was the '80s.
Oh. Ultimate Warrior was definitely juiced.
Right. Well, he was also a WWE product, and he was also a bodybuilder first. He was a bodybuilder that was kind of molded to be a wrestler. So was Sting. Just Sting took it more seriously.
Oh yeah, Sting was like that California kid.
Mm-hmm. They started off as a tag team. I don't know though, but you hear growing up, you hear stories about guys fucking cutting off their fingers just so they can play like a Super Bowl and shit. I don't do that. Now you got players taking themselves out of games. You got you got wrestlers that say hi and take selfies with each other after they just had a fucking match when they're supposed to be enemies.
Well, that's a different thing. That's just I don't know the social media world, which is crushing
Everything.
kayfabe.
It's Christian. No, kayfabe died a long time ago.
Yeah, like no one can be a hill anymore because you got pictures of hills not being hills or videos of them not being hills.
Well, they don't try. And you think about
That's
it.
just
Think about all the people that came before, like all that they have sacrificed to make this shit look as believable as possible. Why they did that, I don't know, but that was the tradition. And then you got these
and maybe they
motherfuckers
just
that, oh, let's play video games. Everything's inclusive. Everybody can be a wrestler. No.
it still baffles my mind that they take acting classes.
Yeah, and that's why they all look like performers instead of like legitimate tough guys. That's
Yeah.
wrestlers back in the day. They look like fucking freaks. They look like phenomenon. They look like people you don't see every day. They look like fucking superstars. Now they just look like everyday Joes.
Well, I think some of that is just what you have to pick from. Like, Goldberg isn't walking through the door trying to be a wrestler today. Like, I don't know of anybody. Um, as I say that, I do know there's some UFC guy who's trying to convert to. Oh,
Greg
Greg
Hardy.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's trying to convert to being a wrestler now.
Well, you know what? They wouldn't have a problem if they didn't treat the fucking shit so silly. If they didn't have your fucking tag team champions jump out of cereal boxes.
Always with the New Day.
That's the cereal box just really bugs me. They're the tag team goddamn shit. Can you imagine the Hart Foundation just jumping out of cereal boxes?
No.
The Legion of Doom. Fucking the New Age Outlaws.
It's just a different time.
No. They treat the shit so silly that it just, like, they've lost what it's supposed to be. So now they're all fucking performers. They're all working on their little craft. They're all working on their art. Shit, I sound like Jim Cornette.
Oh, you've been him for weeks. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
That's your role on the show.
Still, they're fucking they're in a play. They're not.
They're actors,
Yeah.
thespians.
Whereas as the shit I watched when I grew up, they try to make you believe that they really wanted to kill each other.
But that could have also been just like a bad time. I don't know.
How's that bad?
There's a lot of things that back in the 80s and 90s. Not even talking about wrestling. I'm just like saying in the world. There's a lot of things that happened back then that it's just we know more now that just doesn't make sense.
Well, it didn't start in the 80s and 90s though. Wrestling's been around since like the fucking 50s and longer.
I know, but we're comparing it to the 80s.
Well, no, that was what the Undertaker. I mean,
I know.
if we go back further, I mean, it was even more protected, and it was more legit looking.
I I didn't follow it back then, so I can't talk to that.
I did.
I only talk about it from when I followed, which is early 90s.
Oh
I
shit!
can't talk about what happened before then.
Watch some of that Greg Gagne and Luthez.
I
It's
can't
night.
even watch black and white anything.
Oh,
Like anything. If it's black and white, I'm just out.
that's a shame. You're missing out.
Yeah, I know. It just looks so old. I can't do it. I need HD, remastered, color, Dolby, sound, all of
I think you're just saying things.
it. No, these are all the buzzwords that they use now.
Well,
I need all the K's.
I'm just saying it was a lot better when they actually tried to take it seriously. I don't understand why you would set up a fight and not. I don't know.
Well, I think just like in professional sports, NFL and stuff, they're making so much money now. Like they need to, I don't know, be safer. And like, let's take the NFL. They do like the concussion thing now. You back then, people would just play through concussions, play with concussions on the field. It's like, oh, you got a concussion? Who cares? Get out, get back out there. And then they did all the research and stuff that says that's actually not a good thing. So they've made upgrades to helmets. If someone gets a concussion, they're out for at least 2 weeks. But they make so much money now that even if they didn't have all that, if I'm making like you know $28 million a year, if I get a concussion, you're damn right I'm sitting out. I'm making $20 million a year. Why would I go back out there and risk further injury to my empire when I can just sit a little bit
What
and then come
empire?
back? The $20 million a year, that empire.
I don't understand
They're
people talking
feeding their
about
families.
empires. There's no fucking empire.
Brand
You're the
brands
you're the wide
and Nike
receiver.
deals.
You're the wide receiver of the fucking Arizona Cardinals. You ain't no empire. Sit your ass down.
You are the Jim Cornette.
You know what? I stopped watching him too. I guess I just naturally have that in me. I
I,
watched him
I've, I've
forever.
watched I watched him like once, and that was recently.
Yeah. Oh, I
Just
loved him.
because Well, I was doing research for the show, so
Yeah.
I watched it.
I didn't want him tainting my, because
You
obviously
didn't need to.
we, obviously we share the same approach on things. I don't want to say we share the same thoughts and views and shit, but I didn't want that. I don't want that clouding my my judgment.
Opinion.
Yeah. Like, oh well, Jim Cornette thought this way, so let me formulate what I would say to match that.
No, but you don't need to. You guys are one in a kind, one in the same.
Oh, it's good.
Um,
He's pretty successful,
Now,
so
someone who also in the wrestling industry that said something that was, and it wasn't even, I don't know, just it kind of relates on the being soft thing. So Booker T, he was on his podcast, and he started talking about Adam Cole, who's if we talk about all the injuries, Adam Cole, he's injured, one of the many who's injured,
mm,
and he pretty much said that Adam Cole, um, he got injured because he doesn't have any muscle, and he needs to put the video games down and pick up some weights. So of course that got him some some shit on the internet because he's body shaming Adam Cole, and this isn't, people go back to, this isn't the 80s. You don't need to look like a jacked musclehead to be a wrestler, which you've already kind of touched on. You do need to look like that.
no, you don't need to look like a jacked musclehead. You just need to look like you need to look like you can whoop somebody's ass. If somebody comes out and tells me how big and bad that they are, but they look like Santino Marella in a fucking dress, then, or they look like Orange Cassidy, or they look like fucking Joey Janela. Like, oh, I'm gonna kick everybody's ass. No, you're not. Sit down. Sit the fuck down.
I don't think
But then you have
Joey
somebody like,
Janela's been out there trying to kick anybody.
right, but potentially if he's gonna feud with his goal is to feud with the heavyweight champion. So I mean, if you're gonna do that, then he's gonna have to talk shit about how he's gonna beat the champion's ass, and it's just it's not believable because he looks like a little kid, or Jungle Boy, or
Who's
hundreds of
also
other.
injured.
Is he?
Yeah.
Jesus, what are they doing at AEW?
Oh, it's not just AEW. Randy Orton's injured. Cody
Oh yeah,
Rhodes is
that's true.
injured.
And I pick AEW specifically because Tony Khan lets them do whatever the fuck they want as far as their little gimmicks. So they all look like they just rolled out of bed, like they're in their backyard. Oh, this is backyard wrestling days. And it's just no, not everybody can be a wrestler. It's not special. If I can roll out and be a fucking NFL player, why is the NFL special? Who's gonna watch it?
Well, we had that debate last week. I say anybody can be. Yes, you need some help, but anybody can have that help.
Well, I'd rather I'd rather see Harley Race with his one tattoo and his gravelly voice, smoking a cigarette,
On
quietly
camera.
saying, "Huh."
On camera.
Yeah, quietly saying how he's going to slowly jam his thumb into his opponent's eye, and you believe it because he's looking dead seriously at you, versus somebody that's trying to remember their stupid ass line with their little skateboards or their little jazz fingers.
Jazz fingers. Who's that?
Kenny Omega.
Oh, also
So
hurt.
good.
everybody, yeah, AEW has a big injury bug right now. The
Is that
crazy
what?
thing is,
Is that why they have to have fill-ins for the women's division? See what I did there?
villains.
No, you didn't see what I did there. Never mind. We don't need to go there today.
Let's give that one a rest today. Everybody knows you hate women's wrestling, so we'll just leave that one alone today. Um,
Yeah, if you don't get the joke, then I don't want to explain it.
Now, speaking of AEW, it is worth mentioning that tomorrow they have their Forbidden Door pay-per-view,
Is that the one
which
with
is
New Japan? Their little joint
yes,
pay-per-view?
yes.
I feel like they've been talking about it
Now,
forever.
yeah, now I'm already saying that this pay-per-view is a failure, unfortunately. And I like AEW, but I think this one didn't hit the mark. Uh, and there's a couple reasons I say that.
Yeah.
Number one, they never did like a story line. Um, like it was, oh, these are the, this is the AEW guy, and I'm gonna introduce you now to who his opponent is, and then the guy, whoever his opponent is from New Japan, walks out, and it's like, oh my God, these two are gonna fight. It's a dream match, is what they say.
Mm.
Well, I don't know who the hell that guy is. I don't watch New Japan. I'm a wrestling fan, but I don't watch New Japan. So you got to tell me who this is, or at least build a story to where even if I don't know who it is, now I care because there's this big storyline that I'm invested in. There was none of that. They really just threw the matches together, and and I think most people are going to be in the same boat. They don't know who the New Japan side of it is.
Probably,
Like
yeah.
there's a very niche audience that's going to know that part of it, and that's who
Uh,
they're kind of catering it to.
no, the hardcore wrestling fans. I wouldn't say niche.
Well, yeah, that's
New
the
J-
niche. The super hardcore fans. Like I don't even think New Japan comes on at like 2 o'clock in the morning here. So if I wanted to watch it, I had to stay up to 2 in the morning,
no,
whatever day
they
it comes on.
New Japan used to. I don't know if they're on because Jim Ross used to do the commentary for them. They used to show
Yeah.
up on Access TV. And it wasn't it wasn't in the morning. They had
No,
it
I'm
in
saying
the
for here. Like,
it was in the afternoon.
you don't know what I've done. You can't tell me when it was on my TV. I'm saying here,
I think you're
locally
I think
here,
you're mistaken.
it was two in the
I was
morning,
there.
and in ROH, it came on at midnight on Saturdays.
No, ROH show was on.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me my local time with the ROH.
I was about to until you interrupted me. Jesus.
And that's part of the problem. I'm not staying up to 2 in the morning to watch New Japan. Oh, but there's DVR. Yeah, there is. But
No, fuck that. They have their own streaming service.
that's even worse. Then I gotta pay for it.
Oh, I did for a little bit.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, it was
no,
all in Japanese, so I couldn't figure it out.
yeah, there's that too. So I mean, I know the big names like Okada, and that's pretty much it. Jay White,
You know who else had a relationship with New Japan?
Impact.
Yeah, they made Okada Kato.
Mm. So
It's
they
kind of
brought him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how TNA had a relationship with New Japan. Now I got AEW doing the same thing.
Oh, it is funny, except you just mentioned why that failed. It's because they tried to rename Okada to Kato, or whatever the hell you said.
And you
You know
just
what it
meant,
wasn't? Okada.
you know,
It wasn't the Rainmaker who comes out with all the money falling from the sky, who's was champion for like 7 years or however the hell long he was champion.
and you also just mentioned how AEW is going to have a bunch of their guys wrestling people that their fans aren't going to know who they are. So,
Yeah, I'm not saying change the character. I'm just saying put some story behind it.
but if you don't know who the character is, you don't give a shit about them. So then, by
That's
default,
what
you're
the
only going to want
story
the
is for.
AEW guy. Right, and they didn't do the story. So they fucked up. Because they're TNA
I already said
2.0.
they did. I already said they messed it up. Man, like even even WWE, I'll give them credit for that. When they introduced WCW, they didn't just like throw these people out there and say, "Hey, you're fighting him." Like
They may as well have.
they brought WCW people out there and they
Well,
introduced them as
let's
part
be
of a
clear.
story.
They brought the WCW C squad. They didn't have a whole lot to work with.
Booker T, he was out there with The Rock. The Rock.
Yeah, and when the Rock said, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah. Or even ECW when they did the ECW crossover thing.
Yeah.
They had story too. I'm just saying, the, you gotta you gotta cater to people who don't know who the hell these people are, and I feel like they've missed the mark on that. Well, they can improve because I'm sure they'll do this kind of show again. But if the show's tomorrow, um, I might. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna stream it. It's gonna be like a 7 hour show.
You said everybody's hurt, right?
Yeah.
So, who's the main event?
Um, Moxley versus who's Dean Ambrose versus Tanahashi.
That might act. I don't know. I don't know about that.
And then and then for the New Japan title you have Jay White, Adam Cole, Adam Page, and Okada
So you got three
in a
AEW
fatal
guys
four way.
versus a New Japan guy.
No, Jay White's New Japan.
Oh, who's Jay White?
I don't know, some New Japan guy.
Okay.
What the hell?
You talking about that throw?
Oh no, so I was I was trying to look for the card for the New Japan, and then I get punched in the face with this headline: Ryback. You already know that it's just going downhill from there. Ryback promises that he will personally desecrate Vince McMahon's grave.
He's sad. He's like the male version of Sonny.
Well, at least he doesn't get in trouble.
Yet this motherfucker
He's
soon
just, you know,
soon he's gonna
he's
go
just trying
beyond
to.
words, and he's gonna stab somebody in the eye with the ordering chicken or something.
Yeah, he's just trying to hold on to whatever relevancy he has left, which is little, if any.
Yeah. My
So
favorite
he's
is when
just,
he tried to get in the All In. He tried to to fame his way into that All In pay-per-view. Like he'd take little pictures of himself by a slot machine. Oh, it's coming, guys. It's coming. All In comes around. He's not anywhere to be seen, and he never brings it up again. It's like it never happened. Fuck Ryback.
He's just, yeah, one of those guys.
The shell shock finishing move was kind of cool, but that's about it. Oh, and his tights were cool, but he just ripped off Rob Van Dam. So there you go.
Yeah, he was wearing Rod Van Dam shit.
Yeah.
I did like his whole. I mean, honestly, if I'm being real honest, I did like him on TV.
I did.
His little feed me more, and now that's his. Now that he's like independent, eating chicken out of his car
Oh no,
for a
no,
living.
he does fast food reviews.
Yeah, now that he's doing that, and and he always says, "Yeah, I don't eat this kind of stuff every day, guys." Well, why do you have a channel based around it then?
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing he got
Like,
away.
you're kind of misleading.
It's a good thing he got away from that underpaying job at WWE. So you make the big bucks. Fucking eating the Baconator in the parking lot, filming himself.
Yeah, I've actually. I mean, his reviews are stupid too. By the way,
I never
like
watch him.
I watched him do the. There was one when he did like the KFC chicken sandwich, or not KFC, Popeye's chicken sandwich versus the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, which is no contest, by the way. And
Between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A?
yeah,
Yeah,
chicken
okay.
sandwich.
I would think there'd be no contest, yeah.
Yeah, there isn't. But he actually went with Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's okay.
Like, what are you? You lost credibility right there, bud.
Right? They don't even have honey. Do they? I
And
don't
their
know. It's been a
chicken's,
while since I've been to Chick-fil-A.
I don't know, but it's dry.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know about it.
It's because, yeah, it is dry. I like their chicken nuggets, but I don't, like, ever go out of my way to, like, I don't say, man, you know what sounds good today? Chick-fil-A.
I think, yeah, I never really have that craving either. Like Whataburger, yes.
Oh, man.
Popeyes, yes.
I was just talking about that the other day.
But yeah, I never like, oh, I want Chick-fil-A today. I mean, their sauces are okay. I like their sauces.
I
But
mean,
aside from that,
it's not the worst shit in the world. It's just, it's nothing special either. It's not worth waiting in line that some people do.
I think for me, for the price, I don't think the quality of the food matches the price of the food.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but I don't know. They seem to be higher priced than
No, I'm with you
I can
there.
go to McDonald's and get like $1 chicken sandwich, which I actually like that chicken sandwich. I don't know what it is about that McDonald's $1 chicken sandwich, but I love it.
Because it's basically a big ass chicken nugget on bread with some mayo.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
a good
heaven.
chicken sandwich, and it's $1.
I like when you. It's a little on the dry side too. Now that I think about it, but the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, or it can be dry. Sometimes you get it juicy, sometimes you get it dry. It's kind of a gamble.
I've never had the Wendy's one. Is it the cheap one or their little deluxe one?
It wasn't. I mean, you can get a deluxe, but You can get a cheaper one. I mean, it ain't like a McChicken.
Yeah, that's that
I mean,
one.
if you're going cost effective, the McChicken's where it's at.
Well, y- yes, it is cost effective, but it's also good.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, I don't. I take that over the burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah, I'd pick a Big Mac over a McChicken, but a McChicken's still
Oh,
very good.
oh. Well, to each their own. I
Yeah.
always get the chicken. Like, well, I get the chicken and the double cheeseburger. Those are like my two.
There, now the truth comes out.
And cookies and a McFlurry, but that's it. and and then so when they have the holiday pies, sometimes I throw that in too.
Oh man, they had the
And then you got to pretend like you're ordering it for more people. It's
yeah.
not just me eating all this.
Oh, I never make eye contact. I just stare ahead.
Just like hand them the card.
Yeah, I don't want to start crying. But I think since we're talking about the eating fast food, it's probably a good idea to maybe wrap it up. If
Yeah,
we're
it's
talking
time
about
to wrap it up.
McChickens, that's probably about, we're probably at the peak of our entertainment for this evening.
It is time to wrap it up. We had a good show.
We did, we did.
If you liked anything, give us a like rating. Hit the like button, as they say. Comment below if you agree or disagree with anything we said, and follow us on Twitter. Anything else? Am I missing anything? Oh, we're on Spotify if you want to listen there.
Oh yeah, we are on Spotify.
And he's going to the house, and we're going to the end of the show. Good night,
It's the end,
everybody.
motherfuckers. Have a good night.